Constructing growing benches to the standard recognised and encouraged under the Nursery Industry Best Management Practice Program NIASA provides a range of significant benefits to assist in the production of quality containerised nursery stock. Well-designed and correctly installed growing benches improve crop health, plant growth and production efficiency, and provide the following benefits. Pathogens of most concern to nursery production are those that are soil and waterborne, and contaminated surfaces and water splash are the most likely pathways for the spread of these pathogens. Well-designed and constructed growing benches minimise the risk of crop contamination from both soil and waterborne pathogens. Growing benches are often utilised for propagation, stock acclimatisation and general production of crops in smaller container sizes in protected structures and full sun areas. Benches provide excellent separation from the ground, reducing the risk of pest, disease and weed contamination, and provide excellent drainage. The production facility, including the growing benches, should be constructed with the current cropping requirements in mind. The design should be as versatile as possible, allowing for future changes to production, taking the following factors into account. Growing benches in nursery production include capillary, flood irrigation, static, roller and rocker benches constructed with mesh or solid tops. It is difficult to be precise about bench specifications due to the variations in type and usage, but the following recommendations have proved successful. Design and construction of growing benches to nursery production best practice isolates the crop from all sources of contamination. The height of the growing benches is dependent on the surface beneath. Growing benches spanning and adjacent to properly sealed or aggregate surface floors and pathways, and grown in protected structures with low precipitation rate irrigation, must be at least 30 centimetres high. Growing benches located above or in the vicinity of unsealed or non-aggregated surfaces should be a minimum of 75 centimetres above the ground to reduce the risk of contamination, particularly from water splash. The surface, frame and supports of growing benches should be constructed from non-porous materials, be free draining and not pool water to reduce the risk of contamination. Galvanised pipe or tube can be used for frames and legs to support the growing benches. Plastic sheeting, galvanised weld mesh and solid metal surfaces such as stainless steel provide ideal surfaces for growing benches. Growing benches with solid tops or surfaces should only be used when nursery hygiene practices are exceptionally good and crops routinely test free from pathogens. Plastic sheeting or film can be used to cover bench tops in aggressive environments such as propagation to protect and preserve the life of the growing bench surface. Overhead irrigation of growing benches in protected structures is generally suspended from the structure, providing an uninterrupted work surface. Drip irrigation can also be used to provide excellent water use efficiency and manage moisture on crop foliage and flowers. Capillary, flood and ebb and flow are other alternate irrigation systems that can be used with growing benches. Growing benches require disinfestation between crops and batches, and suitable clear access must be provided. Areas under and adjacent to the growing benches should be designed, constructed and managed to reduce the risk of pest, disease and weed contamination of the bench crop. Regular hygiene and maintenance programs should be scheduled for the growing benches. Further information on growing bench construction to best management practice can be found in the NIASA Best Management Practice Guidelines and the publication Managing Water in Plant Nurseries. This video has been supported by the Queensland Government Department of Natural Resources and Mines under the Rural Water Use Efficiency Irrigation Futures Initiative. Special thanks go to the following businesses for their assistance in producing this video.